There it is, up ahead. So when you start to see it around the corner of these like big rock piles, I think like that's when you get it. Like this rock is so big. It's just so big. It's hard to describe how big giant rock really is. Geologists generally say that a boulder is a rock that's been moved by glaciers, shaped by erosion, and has a diameter bigger than 10.1 inches. Giant rock is way, way bigger than that. It's so big that humans basically disappear next to it. It's made of thousands of pounds of granite and widely considered to be one of the biggest freestanding boulders in the world. It's said to have been important for Native American communities, and it's also attracted hermits, UFO fanatics, and Instagram pilgrims. It's familiar, and that's part of what makes it so magnetic. I'm Jessica Lee Hester, staff writer at Atlas Obscura, and I'm obsessed with giant rock. Back in the 1930s, a prospector named Frank Kritzer used dynamite and pickaxes to burrow an apartment under the rock. When photographers from Popular Science visited him in 1940, it seemed pretty cozy, with furniture, rugs, and tablecloths. He drilled holes for ventilation and to keep things cool, and he added windows and doors. He was pretty much alone under there, but he tried to make the boulder a place other people would visit, with simple, unpaved roads, an airstrip, and a picnic area. Kritzer was definitely a recluse, and a lot of folks thought he was odd. And as World War II progressed, some wondered, given his supposed German heritage and his interest in radio, if he was also a spy. When authorities came to question him in 1942, he died somewhat mysteriously in an explosion below the rock. It wasn't abandoned for long. George Van Tassel, who had been a friend of Kritzer's or at least met him a couple times, felt something special and weird out there. He leased the property from the Bureau of Land Management and claimed he'd been visited by tall, tan aliens from Venus who told him that humans could stay young by absorbing electrostatic energy and recharging like batteries. He began building this big wood dome called the Integratron a couple miles away to try and generate that force. From the 1950s to the 70s, he also became a patron saint for UFO enthusiasts who came to Giant Rock for huge conventions. Thousands of them sat on folding chairs all around the rock, and sometimes in Kritzer's old apartment beneath it. There aren't many hints of them now, except for the foundation of their snack bar, where Van Tassel's wife, Eva, sold hamburgers and pies. Oh, there's a hotel pen. That's funny. But people still come here, and they leave traces all over the place. The Giant Rock hashtag on Instagram is full of big trucks, dust-caked ATVs, and lots of selfies. There's trash everywhere. People drive out and camp, shoot guns, set off fireworks, and burn things. They leave bottle caps, glass, and food containers. The rock is covered with graffiti and splotches of paint. For decades, locals and volunteers have pressure washed it or even painted over the tags to try and keep the surface clean. The rock is changing in bigger ways, too. Almost 20 years ago, a big chunk of it fell off. An artist even painted the side red like it was bleeding. There are a lot of theories about what happened, and it's hard to say for sure. Some people say that the rock was weakened by all the dynamite or bonfires. Others will tell you that it was making good on an ancient prophecy, or maybe related to rattling from military activity over at the nearby Marine base. Rocks remind me that the really, really distant past is real. I know that Lake Erie and the other Great Lakes took shape around 14,000 years ago when the glaciers retreated, but that feels pretty vague. It's hard to imagine what it smelled like or looked like or sounded like. I can't really put myself there. I love rocks because they remind me that those eras happened, beyond textbooks and the stuff in movies and museums. Geology can be this window way back in time, which helps me imagine a world I've never seen in a really physical way. That's why Giant Rock is a place I want to go back to over and over and over. I love the lore about aliens, and I do kind of want to live like a lizard finding shade out in the desert. But the rock also makes me feel like I'm dropping in to visit the past and watching it change. Thanks so much for watching. Subscribe to our channel to see more videos like this one, and hop into the comments to tell us which geological oddity we should check out next.